Today, we're going to be looking at some of the most popular trading card games and tearing into their starter decks to see if they really live up to their name. Starter decks are meant to be a beginner's introduction to the game. A lot of these feature a ready-to-play theme deck with instructions on how to play the game. The trading card games we're looking at today are Yu-Gi-Oh!, Pokemon, Magic the Gathering, Digimon, and Dragon Ball Super. There are a lot of other TCGs that I may have missed, so if there are any that you'd like to see, comment down below and I'll make a part 2. Let's start with probably the best offering in the lot, Magic the Gathering and Pokemon. The biggest selling point here is that these two offer 2 complete decks. If you're getting into the game with a friend or just want a couple of options for decks, then this is the way to go. In addition to the decks, these kits have codes to unlock the decks on their respective digital games. Magic the Gathering Arena for Magic, and Pokemon Trading Card Game Online or Live for Pokemon. There are a few differences though. The main ones being the Magic the Gathering digital code can be redeemed twice, allowing for a friend to pick up the game online. As far as I'm able to tell, the digital code for the Pokemon Battle Decks is only redeemable once. The other differences are what else is offered in the boxes. Pokemon takes the lead here with counters, coins, tokens, playmats, and even a couple of packs to open. And one quick note on the Pokemon decks, there is a listed power level on these. It's the little small Pokeball on the front. This is listed as a level 1 deck, which is great to learn with, but if you're looking for a stronger deck that offers better cards and better ratios for cards, there are league deck options that would suit you just fine and has very similar offerings, though that is only a single deck and not 2. These 2 options are miles ahead of their competitors, and both are great places to start for beginners looking to play either physical card games or online. I'm giving both of these a grade of A+. Next we move on to the 2 Bandai starters, Digimon and Dragon Ball Super. I'm lumping these 2 together as their parent company is the same, and by default their contents are nearly identical. Both of these are pretty basic when comparing them to Pokemon and Magic, but they offer exactly what is needed. Inside you'll find a ready-to-play deck and instructions on how to play. I do like the simplicity, and without an online client to give digital codes, I'm pretty happy with what these offer. From what I gather on the internet, it seems the recommended number of these is 2 copies of a starter deck, as some of the better cards are only offered as 2 ofs instead of the needed 4 copies. The decks themselves seem very capable either with 1 or 2 copies, so don't feel pressure to buy more than 1. The best option may be to buy 1 copy and then fill in the gaps by buying single cards online, but again, this isn't necessary to play, just a good way to upgrade down the road. A quick note on these Digimon decks, both of these are regarded as strong decks, and I've seen online that they are also considered to be more difficult to play. If you have a background in other TCGs, they should be fine, but if you're a beginner, it looks like the recommended option is the Gallantmon or Vidramon starters. Both of these are very solid options that I own both of, and are still very readily available online. Both of these TCGs have new starter decks coming out soon, and I'm very excited to pick them up. The Digimon starters came out this year, 2022, and are widely regarded to be very strong with a few upgrades. From what I found out, the Dragon Ball Super starters, it looks like no matter which way you go, you'll end up with a good deck to start with, but you may want to hold off until September when the new starters release. I'm giving both of these starter decks a grade of B. Finally, we move on to Yu-Gi-Oh! While starter decks are available in Yu-Gi-Oh!, they're kind of inconsistent. While other TCGs offer yearly decks, there only have been 2 in the last 4 years for Yu-Gi-Oh! That being said, Yu-Gi-Oh! Does have a pretty good offering by way of structure decks. Like Digimon and Dragon Ball Super, it's pretty basic, though it does offer a paper playmat in addition to tokens and instructions. There have been decent reprints in these structure decks, and they also release these pretty regularly. Though Konami has started Master Duel, these do not offer redeemable codes for the online client. I'm giving this a grade of C+ or B-, kind of on the edge here. This one was tough, but I feel like beginners get the short end of the stick, due to most cards only coming as 1 copy. To get the most consistency out of the deck, it is recommended to pick up 3, and that's already $30 or more just to finally get a decent deck. I want these to be better, and while some do have decent reprints, it's not quite enough to warrant a better grade. I'm very happy with all of these starter decks, and we could do some openings or something on the channel, so if you guys want to see more content, Let me know what you would like to see, whether that be openings, we can do playthroughs with these decks, we can do all kinds of stuff. Just let me know what you'd like to see, and I'll try and get it for you. Thank you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.